This will be a very quick, hopefully, video on crafting. These molecular printers, you have two slots. I believe you have to pay a nominal crystite fee to unlock them. If you are VIP, you get access to two additional slots to craft and research in. They have that hammer and anvil icon, as you can see. Not all towns have molecular printers. Mainly it's the bigger towns. Sometimes you'll find some in some of the smaller ones. You can buy portable ones, but the cooldown's fairly high, so I didn't see a point in wasting the credits to buy one. Research is generally how you get access to most of the things. Some items you have to buy from vendors using either crystite, quest tokens, or Accord campaign tokens you get from doing hardcore missions. So, for example, if you wanted to craft, let's go to something I actually have unlocked, light machine guns. You can craft level 6 ones. After you research this, it takes 20 minutes, and then boom, you can craft it. And as you keep going forward, you unlock new levels. As you can see, for the most part, I ignore everything but the top row. More than likely, you'll find quest items or just loot good enough guns to see you through. And the reason I don't do these is by the time you unlock them, you've probably found better, quite frankly, or you've out-leveled what you gained access to. It takes an hour to get to blue level 8 light machine guns. You will probably be level 15 in an hour if you're, leveling as fast as you can. It's just, you're not going to be there or have the crystite to even afford it, an hour after you start. It's more than likely not going to happen. So you'll be like, okay, I finally have the crystite, but I'm level 20. What am I wasting my crystite for getting all the way down here when I could just be going this way? So just research your way up to 40 and then research the purple. That's just the way to go about it. Secondary weapons, you can get them all done at once. You don't even have to, I just want assault rifle, I just want grenade launcher. You get them all. They're all under research, all secondary weapons. These are class-specific weapons. Some of them can be used by multiple classes. That is the default weaponry for each battle frame. Basic stuff. Abilities. These are the abilities that come with the frame. For example, arsenal, that would be combat shotgun, particle beam, jump jets or jump rockets, forget the name of them, and shoulder rockets. Go through it, top row, get to purple. General knowledge. Research Personal Thumper 3 so you can get uranium. Just get your way to Personal Thumper 3. Squad Thumpers. Squad Thumpers are good if you have a squad to thump with. I normally don't. So I didn't research it yet. Because the people I play with already have it, so there's just really no point. Customization components. These allow you to add a prefix to a weapon. And you have custom versions that give you higher bonuses. Now, for elemental at least, possibly for other ones, the best prefix you're going to find is not actually by default within these menus. So as you can see, you can only go to rare, i.e. blue. Now, we all know purple is a tier. There are purple elemental customization components. You get those by spending Accord campaign tokens, by being level 40, and doing hardcore missions. You might only need 37. I don't quite remember. The war fronts require 40, but hardcore missions might only need 37. One of the two. You'll find out. Weapon modules. It doesn't tell you what is included within that class. If you check the Firefall wiki, you'll basically get an idea of what's included in there. You should be able to figure it out. Quite frankly, I haven't figured out what's included in the hybrids, because I assumed at first that was just 2-stat mods. But 2-stat mods are included in purple, orange, by design of the module system. So it's obviously something. I just haven't bothered with it. Quite frankly, don't waste your time with these, really. I feel I've wasted crystite and crafting points, these research points you need to actually research things, because at the end of the day, I just spent pilot tokens getting epic mods at level 40. I didn't actually craft any. I mean, the only thing, it's just not really worth it explicitly. It's just not. Just use your pilot tokens and buy the mods. It's just better expenditure of your time and resources, quite frankly. Now, customization components, that's an entirely different story. Those are useful. Research what you want, equip, craft it, use it, all in. Weapon production, let's go to the manufacturer screen. As you can see, you're gonna use these. You're eventually going to actually craft these, unless you buy it off the marketplace. I found it cheaper to craft it myself. Now, I could not afford a purple. Like, there's no way I'm getting an epic once I hit level 40. It just wasn't happening. I would not be able to afford it by buying the materials and crafting it myself. And it's a lot of credits. If I saved my credits, because I get a lot of lucky drops doing war fronts. Like, I've made 20,000 credits just on 2 war fronts. So, I'm lucky, though. I win multiple times in a row. Like, that's not going to happen for most people. You might be able to just buy one of these off the market for 50,000 credits. Maybe. It's possible. Don't waste some of your money on, useless research. And, convert your crystite into credits. I'll explain that in a short moment. And you can afford it. Me personally, blue gives you the 3 module slots that green does not. It is cheaper than going for the rare or epic, version of the weapon. The damage difference isn't that, extreme. So what I personally suggest is get the blue gun, put your epic mods into it, and then use that until you can afford to craft your epic primary weapon. Now, it costs 1,000 credits to remove those epic mods, but it costs much more than that to buy those mods off the marketplace. It costs much more than that to purchase the materials to get this one, and you now have a much stronger weapon to take you to this gun, to get you there, to level you there, to help you get thumpers done more efficiently, faster, safer. I just wholeheartedly recommend it. Now, abilities, once again, blue or purple. It's a lot cheaper to just do the blue one, save up for the purple version. Now, these, on the other hand, are fairly cheap to get off the auction house, the marketplace, depending on based on class, and if you're lucky to find one cheap enough. I settled for 39 or 40 versions that are at least blue. I think I got a purple one pretty cheap. It might have been blue, I can't remember. And, once again, you just want those 3 module slots to slot in your epic pilot token modules. That's all you need. You need blue minimums. Get your power rating up, because power rating increases your DPS and I believe your HP or your damage reduction, something along those lines. I'll look into that later and then, give you the actual truth on that. Now, I was referencing something earlier. Oh, yes, currency exchange. Now, press T to open the marketplace. Currency exchange. There is a daily limit that resets every 24 hours. And you can convert 25,000 crystite into 1,000 credits a day. And you can use that to exchange for red beans. Right now, it hovers around 115 for 1 red bean. Thereabouts. You can set up your own buy order if you want to get it in bulk. And so you don't have to spend money explicitly on the game, but every crystite you exchange into credits and then exchange into red beans is credits you don't have, or crystite you don't have, to spend on something else that red beans can't directly get you. Like, you'd have to resell the red beans you just purchased to get the credits back to then buy something off the marketplace if that's what you actually wanted. So, Personally, I think you'll enjoy the game more if you just spend, I don't know, $60, $50, because, and I'll just do a quick cash shop, venture here. As you can see, Red Bean store. Let's go to purchase Red Beans. The $50 tier is really where I would almost say is the cutoff point for spending money. You don't want to spend anything under 50. Unless you really just want something small really quick. Like you just want one battle frame. And you just want it now. You don't want to fuck around. Spend the $10. You're going to need 15 unless it's on that battle frame's specific weekend. At that point, just go up to 20. Just get your reward token. You get good stuff from it. Get your 8 free red beans. Whatever. So as you can see, pricing structure, how much it costs in USD to get how many red beans. You get reward tokens. Yeah, you can get some nice things out of those. And, personally, I'd go for a vehicle. Now, what I did, and this, you're rolling the dice here, so recognize this when I say this. I bought a bunch of these gold tokens. And then I just rolled the dice. I got, 4 or 5 maybe battle frame unlocks. I got some very high-priced visual unlocks. And I made a lot of credits that I was then able to use to purchase, well, whatever the hell I wanted. I got a bike, which is much faster than the default, because that's one of the problems. Transportation, and I'll get into this in a different video. You're going to do a lot of walking until you get the bike, and the starter bike is crap. I got the Vortex LGV, and then I got the turbo module off the things I sold from buying the red beans and spending it on those gold tokens. And this is very fast. It has turbo. Check the cash shop to see if they have both the turbo module and the bike in stock, and make sure, and I don't know if you can list anything but the vending machine version. You can only put turbo on a vending machine bike, so don't think you can buy with red beans a bike and then go into the marketplace and then purchase the turbo module and it'll work. It doesn't work that way. What you actually have to do, and I wouldn't actually suggest it, but I mean, if you've got money to burn and you just want a turbo bike right damn now, transportation, the Cheetah S has turbo. These, don't. And one of the problems is the Cobra R54 LGV, 175 red beans, is exactly as fast, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, but from everything I've seen, this is the same speed. It has an excellent speed and handling, same speed as the Cobra, as the Zephyr, as the Vapor, and as the Cheetah. The only functioning difference is the Cheetah has turbo and the other three do not, and the difference between the Cobra, the Vapor, and the Zephyr, completely cosmetic. That's it. It's just a different skin that looks the way it looks. You're paying all that money just to make the bike look different. That's it. You're not actually getting anything for that extra money spent but aesthetics. So, I mean, if you really like to look at one of these, I still wouldn't suggest it because it doesn't have turbo. But, I mean, if you got money to burn, do what you want. But I'd suggest either getting the Cheetah, if you really like the look of it and want a bike right now, fast as you can get, best bike in the game, or just roll the dice on the tokens and hope you can sell enough to buy a bike that has turbo, because you can get a Vortex from the token machine. It didn't happen for me. I just got 2 turbo modules I couldn't use, but it could happen. People have spent hundreds of dollars trying and failed. So once again, measure your expectations. You could spend all that money on tokens and get nothing, or you could get something that's guaranteed. So it's up to you how you want to run that. Are you feeling lucky, or do you got extra $20 or $30 to add on top of what you were gonna spend to get what you really want, guaranteed? And that was the admittedly not so short video covering crafting and slightly some cash shop things. So Um, hope you get something out. Hope it was informative. You know, watch some other videos if you're interested in what Firefall has to offer. And I'll probably have some more videos out, as I sometimes do.